Why did Israel go into Iran now? Check out this clip over here with Naftali Bennett, the former prime minister of Israel. And he listened to the line of questioning that this reporter asks him. He's got clear agenda going on. So we'll watch this clip over here and then talk about it. But first, hit that subscribe button over there in the corner. We'd love to stay in touch. Check this out.
U.S. intelligence today put out a report to one of the American networks saying there was no evidence at all to suggest that Iran was on the verge of creating a nuclear bomb. Now, if that is the case, then this is an unavoidable and unnecessary war, isn't it?
Quite the contrary. We're not going to wait for a bomb to fall and then begin pontificating what we should have done. Here are the facts. The facts are that Iran has already accumulated enough highly enriched uranium for 10 nuclear warheads at 60% grade. You don't do that for anything but military uses. You don't need 60% for any medical uses, for any R&D, only for warheads. So that in itself is proof. We also know that they've made considerable strides on the weaponization of this, which is to create the literal warhead. We also know that they've attacked Israel twice over the past year with hundreds of ballistic missiles. And we know that their leader, Khamenei, that coward that's hiding in some shelter right now, just a couple of weeks ago said that his goal is to remove the tumor called the State of Israel. So what more evidence does one need to understand that these guys are way ahead in creating these nuclear weapons? We are way after the last red line. This is not on the nick of time. It's after the latest moment, but it's better now than ever.
Now, one reason why some Western governments and many Western publics are very uneasy about what Israel is doing right now with Iran is that they see the level of brutality and destruction after the Hamas massacre on October the 7th in Gaza. And only today, 59 Palestinians, at least, killed by the IDF while trying to get hold of food. This is the kind of behavior by the Israeli army that makes people very uneasy about what you're doing right now in Iran.
That is a flat lie. Israeli soldiers do not openly shoot civilians that are looking for food. In all of the cases, and we investigate it, we're a democracy.
It is not a flat lie, it is the flat truth. Even the IDF has admitted there were casualties, and they said they're looking into it.
Casualties,
this is unacceptable behavior.
No, what's unacceptable is death is bad. No one wants to die. I was a fighter. I hate fighting. No one wants to die. No one wants our soldiers to die. No one wants civilians to die. Listen, if we wanted to kill civilians, if we wanted genocide, we wouldn't have dying soldiers every day in Gaza. We'd have 2 million Palestinians dead. The fact is that we're working in a pinpointed way, but here's the fundamental fact that you're not willing to hear, and it's that the basis of the Hamas strategy is to wrap itself with civilians around it. There's no magic potion to make it go away beside what we're doing. If you have a better suggestion, let me know, and we'll bring the magic
we're going to have to leave it there. I'm very sorry. Okay. Thank you very much, Naftali Bennett, for coming on the program.
What a goon. The Israeli army does not engage in actively seeking to kill civilians. On the contrary, Hamas does, Hezbollah does, Iran does. That is their MO. That's the way that they operate. When it comes to Iran, Naftali Bennett hits the nail on the head. The reason to go in right now is because they have the 60% enriched uranium, which is only used for military action. And they have said multiple times throughout the years that they want to destroy Israel. They want to destroy the Jews. And they have a very fringe, radical idea of Islam that they believe it's their destiny to destroy Israel. And so when you have a fanatical, theocratical government that is essentially crazy, that is far enough along that it has nuclear capabilities, or can have that very, very quickly, and has their eyes on Israel, and has vocalized their desire to destroy Israel, why is Israel going to wait until the weapons are pointed in their direction or have already exploded? I understand that why Israel went in, and I understand other people's hesitation in getting involved, at least in an active way and on offense. And time will tell if and how we get to that point. I am not for American boots on the ground. I don't think anybody is for that. But precision strikes that are meant to completely destroy and thwart what could be a very large threat to not only Israel, not only to the Middle East, but to the greater world, all of civilization, to not take the opportunity to thwart a threat of that caliber. Why would we not take that? A precision strike, not sending American soldiers in there, not spending years and years and turning it into another endless war. I don't want that. Nobody wants that. I hope nobody wants that. But for precision strikes, in the same way that President Trump took down Soleimani years ago, the same way we could, if the U.S. wants to engage or feels that it's in America's interest to engage in a precision sort of way to thwart probably the biggest threat on planet Earth right now to civilization, why would we not take that opportunity? If President Trump decides that is within that's something that is in America's interest. But for Israel not to go in and let Israel do its thing, meanwhile they're doing the world a problem, why would anyone in the world have a problem with that? I don't know. I'd love to hear your comments if you have some sort of explanation. And if you like this content overall, hit that subscribe button over there in the corner. We'd love to stay in touch. Take care.